This is how you can make a link shortener command using your Discord.js version 14 bot, so let's go and get started. Before I show you how to do this, I'd like to say that if you'd like to get access to the source code from this video or other videos on my channel, you can do so by joining a channel membership on YouTube or a subscription over on Discord. On Discord, if you get the God or Custom Bot tier, you will get access to that source code. And on YouTube, if you get the Super God or Custom Bot tier, you will also get access to that source code. And of course, on both platforms, if you get the Custom Bot tier, me and my team will code you a personalized custom Discord bot. If any of this is of interest to you, go ahead and click the links in the description below to get started with this, and let's go and get into the video. So we're going to go ahead and start off by going over to the link in the description below. Now, I have all of this moved to the side because I do not want to have to blur anything out because it has my API key in it. But the first thing that you're going to go ahead and do is this blue button right here is going to say test subscription, and you're going to go ahead and click on that, and it's going to bring you over here, and you're just going to go ahead and click subscribe to the monthly basic plan. That's $0 a month, obviously, and you can only call this API 1,000 times, but nobody's really going to do that in a day. Once you get that, you're going to go ahead and come back to this page, and you can scroll down, and right here it's going to say your X rapid API key. You're just going to go ahead and copy that so we can use it later. So once you have all that done, we can go over to our community, and we're going to go ahead and create URL shortener.js. In here we can get our /command builder. We're also going to get our embed builder. We can set that equal to require, and we're going to go ahead and get discord.js. We can do const, and we're going to get AXIOS, and we can set that equal to the AXIOS package. Make sure you install that, otherwise this won't work, by the way. Then we can do module.exports, and we're going to go ahead and open this up. We're going to get our data, which is going to be our new /command builder. We can go ahead and set a name. This is going to be our URL shortener. Then we can go ahead and set a description here, and we can go ahead and say shorten URL. And we can go ahead and add a string option. We're going to get option arrow function option.set name. This is going to be our link, and we can go ahead and set a description here. We can go ahead and say the link to shorten, and we're going to go ahead and set required to true. Then we can go ahead and add one more string option, and we're going to do option arrow function option.set name. This is going to be our Alice, and we can go ahead and set a description. We can go ahead and say the Alice for your short URL. We can go ahead and add a comma. We're going to do async executes. We're going to go ahead and get our interaction. We can go ahead and open this up. We're going to start by deferring a reply. So we can do await interaction.defer reply, and we're going to go ahead and set infernal to true as well. And after doing that, we can do const, and we're going to go ahead and get our options, and we're going to equal that to our interaction. Then we can do const link equals options to get string. That is going to be our link string. Next, we can do let, and we're going to do Alice, and we can do options to get string again, and that can be our Alice string. And we can set that equal to an empty string if that does not exist. Next, we can go ahead and do const input equals. We're going to go ahead and open this up. We can do method, which is going to be post. Then we can do URL, and I'm going to go ahead and copy this in. You can go ahead and write this in, or you could go ahead and paste this in from the website. And after doing that, we can get headers, and we're going to go ahead and open this up. Do content type, and we're going to go ahead and do application/JSON. Then we can do our X, and we're going to go ahead and get our rapid API key, and this we're going to go ahead and put in your API key. Now I'm going to leave this blank until the end. Just make sure you put that API key in there. Then after doing that, we can go ahead and get our X, and we can do our rapid API, and we can get host, and this is going to be also in that website in the example code, but I'm going to go ahead and paste that in there. Just go ahead and get that. So then we can add a comma, and we're going to get data. This is going to be the data we're submitting in the input. So this is going to be URL, which is going to be our link, and Alice, which is going to be our Alice variable. Then after doing that, we are actually done with the input. So we can go ahead and open up a try here. We're going to go ahead and start by getting an output. So we can do const output equals await AXIOS.request. And we're going to go ahead and get our input. Then we can do const embed equals new embed builder, and we're going to go ahead and set a color. This is going to be our blurple color. We can go ahead and set a description. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and get a link emoji. Then after doing that, we can go ahead and say here is your shortened link for, and we're going to go ahead and get our link. And then we can do a colon, and we can go ahead and open this up. We're going to go ahead and get our output.data.short URL from our object, which has that short URL. Then we can go ahead and do await interaction edit reply, and we can go ahead and get our embeds, and we're going to go ahead and get our embed. Now we're going to go ahead and write an error catch, so we can do catch error, and we're going to go ahead and open this up. We're going to say if e.status code is equal to 400, then we can go ahead and open this up. I'm going to go ahead and return await interaction to edit to reply. We can go ahead and say content, and I'm going to go ahead and get that caution emoji here. Next, we can go ahead and say the Alice, and we can go ahead and open up our Alice, and we can go ahead and say is already in use. So after doing that, we're going to go ahead and filter out the other errors. So we can just go ahead and say else. Then we can go ahead and return awaits interaction.edit to reply. And I'm going to go ahead and get that exact same content. And we're also going to get that caution emoji. Then after doing that, we can go ahead and say there was an error while shortening your URL. Try again later. So then after doing that, we are actually done with this entire command. So we can go ahead and save the file. I'm going to go ahead and put in my API key now. Do so if you haven't already, and then you can go ahead and restart the bot to test this out. Alright, so over in the Discord server, we can go ahead and test this out. So we're going to go ahead and get our URL shortener. I'm just going to go ahead and test this out with YouTube. So we can go to youtube.com, and we can go ahead and paste that in there. And then we're going to go ahead and get our Alice. So I'm just going to put it in because I want to show you what this actually does. So we can just go ahead and say YT homepage or something like that. And we're going to go ahead and send it. Now, it's going to say your shortened URL for the link youtube.com is, and then it's going to do gbits.me/YT homepage. So if we go ahead and open that up, as you can see, it's going to open up the YouTube homepage. And we can actually go ahead and copy that into here. So we can just go ahead and put that in there. And it's going to bring us over to YouTube. Now, let's say we did the exact same thing. So we did this, we put in our link, and then in here, we just leave this blank. So we can go ahead and send it. Then as you can see here, it's going to just randomize a number, and it's still going to bring us to the same page. So this is pretty much just like Bitly, but it's with your Discord bot. So that's you can make a URL shortener command using your Discord.js version 14 bot. If you do need any help with this, go ahead and join the server in the description below and use the help channels only, and we'll be able to help you out. And you might as well just join anyways because it is a pretty good coding community. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.